it's Marquita Hudgens, and I'm back with the Voice Behind the Voice podcast. Yep, it is the Setting Your Own Standards series. We are on part through, part three. Happy Friday, episode 37. I want to talk a little bit about why we should or shouldn't um, concern ourselves with other people's opinions when it comes to setting our own standards, and how we can set our own standards and live by them without offending other people. It's heavy. And when the question came up, I was like, ugh, I do not want to talk about that. Because I'm one of those people who just yawns in the morning, and I feel like half of the world is offended. Um, it's like everything I say, my whole life, people have found ways to make like the most innocent thing that I say sound like the most vicious uh, thing ever. And, I just have to learn how to embrace it and just continue to be myself. But that is why I'm like, how do I even do this episode without offending people? And I have to be the example of the point I want to get across. So right now in my life, I am focused on what it takes to get to the point in my life where I have done everything that I can to say, okay, I realize my full potential in life. I feel like I'm there. I'm there where it comes to the hierarchy of needs. I'm there because that's I believe. I'm not quite sure. I don't know. I didn't research this far, but I don't know if Maslow believed in the Lord. I don't know, because I believe that basically everything below self-actualization, God is already taken care of, right? He's I am not I have no I lack no good thing. I want for nothing. I I have a future, a purpose, a destiny, but I am at the point where it is a need for me to become um, the person that I can be. Not the person that other people allow me to be. Not the person that I think other people want me to be. But who I can be. Who I have the ability to be once I make the decision to believe in myself. And obviously, I've been doing a pretty good job at believing in myself for the past 37 episodes. So here just a little bit more. So in this whole self-actualization thing, uh, I have come up with the idea of self-protocol, and it's 5 phases that are methods and requirements to how I feel we should treat ourselves and how we should be treated by others. Okay, and I believe that we should all experience these things on our own. I believe that self protocol. Did I say self protocol at first? Self protocol. Okay, so self protocol is the 5 phases. The idea that I came up with it. Just in case I didn't say self protocol before, it's self protocol, and standards is phase 2. And it's the method of positioning yourself for your destiny, for your future. And I want to I want to be as clear as possible. I'm not 100% concerned right now with offending people, because I feel like if you're getting offended by me telling people that they should not aspire to live according to your opinion, um, you should probably go back and watch this podcast, or listen to this podcast. So, anyway, I want to. So I know. Give me a second, because I'm looking around, making sure that I haven't missed anything. Um, I want you to understand by the end of this episode that other people's opinions and feelings do not are not conducive to your future. They're not conducive to how you should feel about yourself today. I hope I use the word conducive right. But um, you are to set and live standards um, without offending people on purpose. I feel like if you set a standard with the intention to hurt someone else's feelings, or like with petty intentions, then you're doing it wrong. You're setting these standards to posture yourself for your future. And a lot of times, your standards have to be like, stop telling other people your business. Stop telling people your dreams if you know these people are going to step on them. Stop putting things on social media that you don't want other people to reply to. Um, Stop asking people who don't pray to pray for you. Um, because they're not going to pray for you. They're just going to tell you all the reasons why you should or shouldn't do it in their opinion. I saw this quote very recently, today or yesterday, and it said, "Your the routine you make today should be based on the routine you want to have in the future." I have been looking at a lot of memes like this because future and freedom, and I have different categories for different accounts, and I still do a lot of work myself. I do find the quotes, and that way I'm more I'm more inclined to approve the quotes and read them if I added them myself. And I know my team, they'd be like, "I can add some quotes," and I'm like, "Nope, they're already there. I wasn't even going to share it with you until I had it together." It's no offense to them. I just know that from now on, if I have to see it, and it's really, quotes are the only thing, because quotes are things that other people are saying, and I have to believe that even if I don't 100% agree with it, it at least has to make sense. Like, I have to understand why someone else would agree with it. Even if I don't, because I know that not everybody not everybody coming to my account is going to agree with me. I could put a whole bunch of stuff that only I believe, and I mean, that would be great. But if it's something that I feel sounds good, and it's not like violent, you know what I mean? This isn't stuff that's like crazy out there. Like, these are things that are meant for good for people, right? So I feel like the intention behind it is cool. Then I'm gonna post it. But I'm saying that because it's different when someone else is doing it, because I might see something come across on social media and I'll be like, okay, didn't like that, but I didn't approve it. So now I have to go and just do it myself. But that's basically all I do at this point. Yeah, which is good. I'm getting there. I'm getting there to the point. I'm getting to the point. Okay, so in my life and getting to the point on this episode. So I say set and live because um you don't just set it. Like I've said in the last two episodes, is you're not just sitting it there setting the standard and then nothing happens. You're setting the standard with an intention, with within with an expectancy. Like you want to see some action, right? You set sail. So if the sail is your standard and you are the boat, you set sail. So your destiny, which is the wind, natural, is a natural. Destiny is natural. Say it with me. Destiny is natural. Okay? So your destiny is the wind, and the wind takes the sail because the sail is positioned. It has the right posture, right? The wind takes it, and it goes ahead and it floats your boat. It's all about what floats your boat, okay? No one else's. So your boat might be pretty and pink and it's floating, and you pass some gray boats and they wish they boats was pink, but they're not. So they're offended, and might want to get on their bullhorn, or however people talk from boat to boat, and say all kind of stuff about your pink boat, right? But that doesn't matter. Why? Because you are here. Your boat is floating, right? Is a sailboat. Your boat is going, okay? Because you positioned your sail, you set your sail, the wind took it, and you're going where you desire to go. Now, um, I don't want you to get so caught up on the term desire, because you could be, when you first get in the boat, you can be like, I desire to go east. And then you start sailing and you're like, you know what? I think today's a good day to go west. Don't don't get too caught up, because you never know. Um, it might change, but I don't want you to get caught up in the desire, because desire, you start getting into like all kind of different stuff, like money and the stuff, like, okay, so the stuff that I was saying, like, God has already taken care of. But yeah, so we don't always know the destination. um we have to believe, and this part is for Christians. We have to believe that God has it under control. If you're not a Christian, you just have to believe that that things are gonna go the way they're supposed to go. Okay. Believe that it is what it is. And so back to that gray boat. So the gray boat is feeling some type of way, but that's not your business. The gray boat is saying all kind of stuff about you. That's not your business. The gray boat is going to the blue boats and the green boats and saying all kind of stuff about you to make them feel some type of way about you. That's not your business. Your business is keeping your sail position. Don't ever stop letting your destiny take you to stop and pull your sail down. Remember the image to come. Now you're compromising your image, because you have to pull your sail down or do whatever with your sail to make sure that you can turn around and go to the gray boat and give the gray boat a piece of your mind. Listen, you don't have to do that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what they have to say. It's not going to affect your future. As long as you have your own standards, there's nothing anyone on the outside can come and do to mess it up. Sometimes we think that it is, and sometimes it looks that way, but sometimes people are really sent to try to cut you off and sabotage you, but sometimes it's for the greater good. So Like I said, it is what it is. Um, you might have some speedboats that come, and you gotta slow down and wait for the speedboats. That doesn't ruin your destiny. It's just a slight pause. Okay, some of us are in a moment right now in our lives where it just feels like we're paused, like we're waiting for something to pass, or waiting for something to happen, waiting for that big gust of wind to just push ourselves forward. Just wait, sit down and eat a sandwich, take a little nap, and wait. Okay, so I think that was all I had to say about this. Basically, you should not. You should not set your standards based on other people's feelings and opinions. And the question that I said I was going to answer today, how do we set and live by our standards without offending others? You can't. It's not possible. People will get offended. It's inevitable. People will get offended. They might not always tell you they're offended. They might be way too overly offended. Like, some people get offended by stuff, and you be like, it's just to waste time. You know what I mean? It's they're time wasters. Stopping and hearing what people have to say about your good progress. If you know you're making good progress, and you know that there are people who can see your good progress because it might be on social media or whatever, you're making good progress and you know that you are, do not talk to the negative people in your life. You know who they are. Because what are they going to do? They're going to tell you, you have too many. Every time I turn on my phone, I see you. Blah, blah, blah. Turn off your notifications. Stop following me. I will not lose any sleep. My boat will still float. I will still reach my destiny. Anyway, I'm done with episode 37, okay? Part 3, standards. Awesome, amazing. Thank you so much for listening. If you are here on YouTube, please like so I know that you're here. Subscribe so I know that you're going to come back. If you're watching on, if you're listening on the podcast, please go ahead and support the community. I have VBS coming up July 12th through the 16th and July 19th through the 23rd for ages 5 through 12. You can check out episode 35 will give you all the details, okay, of how to submit as a volunteer to submit a video for VBS and how to register your children ages 5 to 12 for VBS. It's free. It's 2 weeks. It's fully online. Also, my dynamic Comfort Kids Prayerful Dynamic podcast is coming. It premieres. It's not coming. It's already here, but it premieres Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. The Voice Gigs, the Voice Behind the Voice podcast on Anchor.fm and other platforms premieres at 11 a.m. on Central Standard Time, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and on YouTube at 11:30. So go ahead, for the Prayerful Dynamic podcast, you can click here. For the Voice Behind the Voice podcast, you can click here. And this is the lovely subscribe button. I would appreciate if you handled that. All right. Thank you so much.